Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to the ninth standard science online classes. My dear students, in the previous class, we have discussed about the different kinds of techniques that will be involved for the separation of mixtures. In that, we have discussed about the filtration and sublimation and magnetic separation and gravity separation. These are the techniques that we have discussed, and we have discussed practically two types of the activities, that is filtration and then sublimation activities. These are all we have discussed in the previous class. In this class we are going to discuss about some other very important kinds of the techniques that will be very helpful for the separation of mixtures. It will be having two or more different kinds of the mixtures that will be present, so that we are going to discuss one by one. One more very important kind of the process that will be very helpful for the separation of the mixtures, so that is we call it as distillation. What do you mean by distillation? Yes, so it is a technique. The distillation is a technique, or distillation is a method. It is used for separating the mixtures of miscible liquids by boiling the mixtures and cooling and condensing the vapors. My dear students, distillation is nothing but it is a technique. It is a process that will be very helpful for the separation of different kinds of liquid components having a large difference in boiling points. What do you mean by boiling points? Yes, the changing of the substances from liquid state to vapor state at a particular temperature, we call it as boiling point, right? No. So suppose if any one mixture that will be having is a mixture is nothing but two or more components, right? No, any one substance that will be consisting of different kinds of mixtures. So we have to separate that. How we are going to separate that? S, by using the distillation phenomenon. So how we will be separate those two different kinds of the mixtures or the compounds? Yes, this will be very helpful to separate the different kinds of the mixtures based on their boiling points. Based on their boiling point. Have you understood now? So different kinds, each and every substance or a liquid, it will be having its own boiling points. Okay, so based on that boiling point nature, we have to separate the two different kinds of the substances. How we will be separate that one? So different in the distillation, there are the different kinds of distillation phenomenon is there. So in the we are going to discuss one by one. So what is a simple distillation? What do you mean by simple distillation? Yes, it is a process and it is used for separating a mixture of two miscible liquids having sufficient difference in their boiling points. Simple distillation is nothing but we are going to separate the two different kinds of the mixtures which having the large have a sufficient difference in the boiling points, which means the difference between the one compound or a substance and another compound or a substance will be more. So for example, if you take any one substance, that substance will be having the boiling point 100 degrees Celsius and one more substance that will be having 110 degrees Celsius. So like this, by using the simple distillation based on their boiling points, we will be separate the process other different kinds of the substances. Some example also they are given here. One example, so if acetone that is mixed with water, so as we know that the boiling point of the water is 100 degrees Celsius, right? No, so at the time of the water the temperature become reaches to the 100 degrees Celsius, the water will be starts their position or change in state into liquid state into solid state, sorry, liquid state into gaseous state. So same like that, even the acetone is also having the different kind of boiling point, or it has its own boiling point. So we have to separate this mixture of acetone and water by using simple distillation method. So here in the simple distillation method, when we are going to mix, when we are going to separate the mixture of the acetone and water, we have to heat that both the mixtures. As we know that acetone is boiling point of the acetone is very less as compared to the water, hence the acetone will be starts boiling as soon as possible, as soon as early. So whatever the acetone is boiled, that is stored in the, it is separated by using the condenser. So that water's vapors or the acetone vapors that is stored in the bottom or the top of the burette or in the flask, distillation flask, so that bubbles or the gaseous acetone will be separated when we're going to cool that acetone by using the water. So here one picture is there, just look at the picture. So when we are going to add that one, so when the mixture we have to separate here, the boiling point of the acetone will be very less, hence the boiling of the acetone will be begins as soon as early, and that boiled acetone will be stored in the top of the distillation flask. So that stored acetone, that is a gaseous acetone, that is will be come in a separating funnel or the separating tube. So in that, so we are going to cool that vapors. So when it is cooled, so again that acetone vapors will be converted into liquid form. So that liquid form will be separated here in a separate test tube or separate beaker. So like this, the separation of the mixture of acetone and water will be takes place in a simple distillation method. I hope you understand the process of simple distillation. So next we are going to next one, another type of the distillation, that is fractional distillation. What do you mean by fractional distillation? Yes, my dear students, this fractional distillation will be also one kind of the distillation phenomenon. Here also it will be used to separate the different kinds of the mixtures. But here the difference is there between the simple distillation and fractional distillation. So in the simple distillation, we will be separate the two different kinds of the mixtures which having more difference between the boiling points, right? No. So if you come to the fractional distillation, it is a technique of a distillation that will be used for separating of mixtures of two or more miscible liquids whose differences in boiling point is very less as compared to the simple distillation. In the simple distillation, we will be see more difference between the one compound or one mixture to other mixture of a boiling point, right? No. So in the fractional distillation, very less difference that we will be find out. Such a kind of the mixtures we are going to separate by using the fractional distillation. How it will be separated? Yes, the operators used for the fractional distillation is similar to that used in a simple distillation, except that the fractionizing column is fitted between the distillation flask and condenser. So that fractionating column has a glass beads which increase the surface for vapors to cool and condense. And then the fractional distillation is used to separate the components of petroleum, separating the different gases from air. So this will be very helpful for the separation of the different gases or different air from the different gases from the air and even the petroleum products. So by using the fractional distillation only, we will be get or the separation of the petroleum product that will be takes place. Okay, how this process will be takes place? Yes, separation of different kinds of the fractions like petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricating oils, etc. that will be extracted by using the fractional distillation from the crude petroleum. So as we know that the crude petroleum will be having so much of impurities right now. So these are all the impurities and as well as the byproducts of crude petroleum will be separated by using the fractional distillation. So that whatever we are getting the petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricant oil, so these are all that we are getting from the crude petroleum. This crude petroleum will be separated by using the fractional distillation. So this is also one kind of the very important technique of the distillation phenomenon that is also very helpful to us to separate the different kinds of the mixtures. Okay, the next one, separation of the compounds of air. So which is nothing but the vacuum distillation. It is nothing but the vacuum distillation. So this technique is also will be very helpful to separate the different kinds of the gases is present in the air by using the vacuum distillation. Okay, this technique of distillation is applied to liquids which decompose on heating on their boiling points, and as well as the air is compressed by increasing the pressure and cooled by decreasing the temperature to get the liquid air. So whatever the air is present in the atmosphere that we are extracted in a container, and it will go to compress that. After that we are going to cool that, which means decreasing the temperature. So if the temperature become decreases, the gaseous air become as a liquid air. So then this liquid air is then allowed to warm up slowly in the fractional distillation column. Then the different compounds will be separated based on their boiling points. As we know that the gases that when we are going to cool that, again the gas will be converted into liquid form right now. So again this liquid form of the mixture, impure air, when we are going to heat that slowly by using the fractional distillation phenomenon, so based on their boiling points, so that we will be get the pure amount of air or pure amount of the substance, that is like best example that we are getting, so argon that we are getting the pure argon by using the separation of compounds. So you are observing here, so one flow chart is there. So here air is there, so which is a natural air. So natural air that is compressed and cooled by increasing the pressure and decreasing the temperature. So what will happen when the pressure will be increases and the temperature become decreasing the temperature, the gas will be converted into liquid air. So after the liquid air, what will be happen? So again that liquid air we have to allow for the process of fractional distillation phenomenon. So in that fractional distillation phenomenon, as we know that each and every element has its own boiling point. So this boiling point will be very helpful to based on they separate the different kinds of air based on their boiling points. See, one more absorption is their best example. So boiling point of the oxygen, liquid oxygen is 83 degrees Celsius. Liquid argon is 186 degrees Celsius and nitrogen is 196 degrees Celsius. If the temperature become 183, more than 183, the argon gas will be mixed with the oxygen right now. So for that purpose, to avoid this mixture of oxygen gas and argon gas, again we will be use the separation of fractional distillation method this will be very helpful to separate the different kinds of the material or the substances. I hope you understand the separation of the components by using the air. The next one, crystallization. What do you mean by crystallization? Crystallization is a process of obtaining pure solid in the form of crystals from its solution. That is, we call it as crystallization. Best example that we are observing in our day-to-day life. Have you observing how the manufacturing of salt will be takes place? Manufacturing of salt that will be takes place by the process of evaporation technique, right now. So as we know that the common salt that we are extracted from the seawater. So how the seawater will be by using the seawater we will be extract the common salt? Yes, we will be allow the huge amount of seawater in a container and allow for the process of evaporation. So during the evaporation phenomenon, as we know that the liquid water will be evaporates and forms as a gaseous or water vapors, and the remaining whatever the hard substance is present or density is more, that will be settled at the bottom of the container. So this container will be consisting of rich amount of common salt, so that we will be extracted and will be used for various purposes in our day-to-day life. So this is also best example for solid by crystallization process. Crystallization is a process of obtaining a pure solid in the form of crystals, in the form of crystals from its solution. Solution means what? So it is nothing but mixture of two or more pure substances. Solution is nothing but it is a mixture of two or more pure substances, that is we call it as solution. So my dear students, in this class we have discussed about the different kind of the distillation, that is simple distillation, fractional distillation, vacuum distillation, and their importance also we are discussed right now. So I hope you understand today's topics. Is there any clarifications regarding today's topic? You can contact me anytime. My dear students, please stay home, stay healthy. Please complete the given classworks within a time and send through WhatsApp without file. Thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev.